This is the Pursuit of Wellness podcast, and I'm your host, Mari Llewellyn. Hi guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is such a fun one with my favorite bestie and former assistant Fee. You may know her. She's been on the show a whole bunch. We're having a girl chat and we have some big fun life updates, including Fis Medical Emergency. Don't worry, she's fine. It landed her in the ER, but it is one that all the girls should hear. This episode is raw, hilarious, and not one to miss. I wanted to let you guys know it is a 2-part episode because we had so much to talk about. So stay tuned for Fis Medical Emergency and let's get right into it. Welcome back to a girl chat episode with Fee. Woo! I'm going to reintroduce Fee for anyone who's new or may not know the lure. The lure of Fee. The lure of Fee.
The lure of Fee.
Can you say it?
I mean,
I don't want to be like, Fee was a fan of mine.
I was a
sound
fan.
like an asshole.
I was a fan. I DM'd Mari back during COVID time.
What was it, 2020? 2021?
2021. Beginning of 2021. February 2021.
Yeah.
And long story short, her and Greg had moved to LA. I asked to be their assistant. She was like, no, thank you.
Don't make me sound rude.
No, she was like, I actually don't need an assistant, but I appreciate it, whatever. And I was like, well, let me just send you my resume. And I did. And she was so impressed.
I was blown away.
And then I had a call with her and Greg and told them my whole life story, they claim. I probably did. And yeah, I had a couple more calls, started part-time with them, and then grew into full-time. And then the rest is kind of history. We worked together for like 3.5 years.
Yeah. And Fee was like, if you saw me, you saw Fee. Like there was no...
We were connected.
And we also looked the same. So everyone thought we were siblings.
Yes.
And we've just like had a lot of life experiences together at this point. We don't work together anymore, but we're obviously still really close friends and we have a lot to catch up on. And you guys love her. Here I am, married and pregnant and boring. And Fee always has like the craziest stories. So like she really does bring an element of like pizzazz to the show.
Thank you.
Pizzazz. Like cysts. Anyway, we will talk
We'll get there.
We'll get there. But Fee joins me on the show pretty frequently to do girl chats. So we have a lot to catch up on. Last time you were on the show, I was not pregnant.
I think you were maybe about to do the transfer.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Wasn't pregnant. You were like casually maybe seeing someone.
Yes.
But you didn't want to say anything.
Someone, yeah.
Because you were like, it wasn't really a thing yet. And yeah, I feel like a lot has changed.
Yeah. I have a boyfriend now. I can officially say that.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say it.
No, I'm going to say it. But yeah, so I have a new boyfriend. He's awesome. We are doing long distance for now.
I haven't met him yet, guys.
Yeah, Mari hasn't met him yet.
But I know I love him.
Yeah, he's the best. I had been in a long-term relationship that was not healthy, was not good for me, but it was like all I knew.
Yeah.
And it's scary to leave something that you kind of had going a certain way in your mind. And, you know, I thought I was going to marry that guy. Thank goodness that all didn't work out. And I just want to say like that like next step or like the step to the scary spot that you don't want to take is like so worth taking. Because I was thinking about the other day and I was like, if I hadn't like left that, I would have never met this guy. And it like made me so sad immediately because I'm so happy I met him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I had allowed myself to stay in that like toxic, not good relationship, I would have never probably would have never connected with this guy.
Also, like you're so much more confident now in yourself than you ever were before.
Yeah.
Not that he dictated all of that, but like he definitely didn't help.
A man or anyone you date shouldn't, you know, dictate your self-worth or anything like that. But I also think being with someone that is, I don't want to say like loving you correctly, but like truly like is like giving you admiration and showing you affection and saying nice things to you about yourself. Like it's nice to hear that stuff. And then vice versa, when you're in a relationship that's like not giving you that at all, if anything, it's like bringing you down. It really does a number on your self-confidence.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I feel very different. Like I'm just in a much happier place with myself, with my relationships.
Remember when you went to see that film? What film was it?
Oh yeah, It Ends With Us.
And you were like, you literally called me right afterwards and you were like, I'm done.
Yeah. No, I literally saw It Ends With Us, which is so funny because that movie was so like dramatic with all the drama with Justin Baldoni. Like, who even knows what's going on with that? But I will thank them because it was like a little reality check for me. And I was like, that man is not going to be my husband or the father of my children. So I should probably cut it off.
And from what I've heard and seen, Have you said he's like a baseball coach?
I think I've said he's in baseball. Yeah. So the new guy I'm dating is a baseball coach. Yeah, which I think is really cool. It's like very different. I really admire how like committed he is to it. And I met him through one of my best friends from college. Her husband plays Major League Baseball and they played in the minor leagues together.
Yeah.
And so last Christmas I was like back home and they told me about him. And it's funny, guys, Mari always said, well, she was saying this when I was in a relationship too, which is probably not good, but she was always like, you need to meet a guy from Texas now that we live in Texas. And she's like, and maybe not even in Austin. Like, I bet they're in Dallas or like whatever. She always said that. And I was like, Mari, how the heck am I going to meet someone in Dallas? But this guy is originally from Fort Worth,
which is right next to Dallas.
Yeah, next to Dallas. But that's where he's from. And like, that's where he is in the off season. So when we got introduced, he was still in Texas during the like that time. So he came into Austin and took me out. And then I visited him in Fort Worth.
Here's why I thought that. I think you are more of like a Southern belle than like you even realize. I think you have more traditional values. And I was like, we need a guy who's like so polite and like worships his woman.
Yeah.
And like wants to have kids and is a little more traditional.
Yeah.
But I also always saw you with like someone in sports. I feel like you've always been like, you're such a wag.
I do love it. Like, I'm obsessed. I go to like a bunch of things when I visit. I go to all the games. I'm like,
yeah, you just look cute and you're like, oh my God.
I have my cute little outfits.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, it's really fun.
I think that's so cool.
It's added like a whole nother like element to my life, which is fun.
You guys know Greg and I love to cook at home. We cook dinner every single night and I'm obsessed with my Caraway non-toxic products. Seriously, when you're cooking, you want to be so careful with the pans you're using because those materials are leaking into your food, which is something you really want to avoid. There could be things like PFAs, PTFEs, lead, cadmium, and other harmful chemicals, which is not in any of Caraway's products, which helps with guilt-free cooking. I'm also obsessed with their wood cutting boards, knowing that zero plastic is getting into my food. That is such a problem. They're finding plastic in so many people's bloodstreams and other places, and it's having a really harmful effect. Plus, Caraway's products are just so gorgeous. I love having my sage green pan out on the stove. It's such a vibe and makes me want to cook more. If you have been eyeing their internet famous 12-piece cookware set, now is the perfect time to buy. You can shop Caraway risk-free, enjoy fast, free shipping, easy returns, and a 30-day trial. Plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/wellness10, you can take an additional 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive for our listeners, so visit carawayhome.com/wellness10 or use code wellness10 at checkout. Caraway non-toxic cookware made modern. Shopping, planning, and cooking food really can be simple and stress-free. Imagine having your weekly shopping cart filled for you and your meals for the week decided on. Taking all of that work off my plate is why I love Hungry Root. Hungry Root takes the stress out of mealtime by filling your cart with personalized picks and planning your week of meals, getting smarter with every order. With over 15,000 recipes to choose from each week and a wide grocery selection, including smoothies, kids snacks, sweets, salad kits, ready-to-eat meals, and supplements, it's easy to find options that fit your whole family's tastes and nutrition goals. They will help you reach your diet and health goals, whether you're gluten-free, dairy-free, high protein, focused on gut health, or anything else. They also help you reduce food waste, avoiding impulsive grocery buys, and skipping last-minute restaurant takeout. Plus, I love that they are super high quality. They screen for over 200 additives, including high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives. They only source high-quality meat and seafood with no hormones or antibiotics. Greg and I personally are really focused on protein, so we love finding high protein snacks on Hungry Root and planning our meals to focus on protein that way. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. Get 40% off your first box plus a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/pow and use code POW, P-O-W, that's hungryroot.com/pow, code POW, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of choice for life. hungryroot.com/pow, code POW.
Going off into a little bit of a side topic, but he got me. We started golfing together, and he would take me to the range. You guys have probably, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen I'm like obsessed now.
And Fis taken me twice.
I've taken Mari
and Greg.
And Greg, yeah, we've gone on a couple of different golf range outings, but it's like a really fun activity. Yeah, it's like you're outside, you're enjoying the weather. like it's exercise, but it's not like, you know, so intense. And I love it. Like it's great networking. I've literally already met so many people through it. It's great for like real estate networking, I've come to know. And like the biggest takeaway from that for me was like, I always was interested in golf. Funny enough, like I always worked at golf courses growing up. I worked the Masters in college. Like I always loved golf culture.
Yeah.
But I was not good. And I never like had anyone kind of take any interest at all to show me how to golf. And some of my ex-boyfriends were very good golfers, but like whenever I would try to go on the cart, like, you know, go with them to play, they would be like, you can sit in the cart. Like you suck. You're not fun to play with. And I'd be like,
so
well,
rude.
I'm never going to be fun if you ever don't like take a minute to teach me. And oh my God, I almost just said his name, which is fine. But my new boyfriend, I don't want to like.
Have you not tagged him or anything?
No, I haven't.
You put him on your story.
Yeah.
How many responses did you get?
I posted him in my dump, but I did not tag him yet. A lot.
No way.
Well, you know what though? Because it wasn't like so obvious. Like a lot of people were like, is this the man? Like, is this the new man? I had many girls like, his hand on your hip. I see that.
No.
Like, because it does look like just the kind of like, he could be my cousin. I don't know.
Who's putting their cousin like that in their story?
But he took an interest and like, he took me to the range and like gave me a little bit. And like, he is very much a coach, I will say, like through and through. I mean, he's not a golf coach, but he's a baseball coach. And he like kind of showed me the form and everything. And we were at the range for like an hour and he was like, you're actually like, he's like, you like could be.
You are good.
Good. Yeah. He's like, if you actually put some time into it. And he helped me find clubs. Like I ordered everything and I've been going like, that was a couple months ago and I've been going to the range like 2-3 times a week ever since then. And I've played him and I played when I was back there a couple weeks ago. And yeah, and it was just like, it's so nice just to be with someone who like motivates you and like helps you. And
he showed me like a little video of him like teaching her and he said something really cute. I don't know, because you could just tell that he's like really sweet.
Yeah. I posted a TikTok yesterday. It was to that Taylor Swift oh my God,
what?
It's some trend like you seem happier.
In the middle of the-
No, different one.
Okay,
not the one screaming at your dog.
Okay,
that was a good one. There's one that's like I saw Xandra post it. It's like, you seem happier, and then you say like why. Yeah. And I literally posted it. It was like me laying in my bed and I was like, you seem happier. I was like, yeah, because I'm dating someone who actually likes me now. Because your boyfriends should not hate you. And I didn't know that. No one told
Advice of the day.
No one told me
your boyfriend should not hate you.
Your boyfriend shouldn't hate you or resent you.
I'm so glad you finally realized that.
Yeah. So being with someone that actually is nice to me and like likes me and like tells me that he misses me.
So sweet.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
So.
But like what you deserve. And it's like bare minimum, not bare minimum, but
bare minimum. TikTok, bare minimum. He opened the door. Bare minimum. Yeah.
You're like, he said he missed me. I'm like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah, you're like, better. As he should.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I was on your TikTok yesterday because I was trying to find I don't know what I was doing. I think I was looking up your TikTok because I wanted to do the dog thing that you did. And I stumbled, dude, you have an old TikTok of a previous man's doing Pilates and it's so bad.
Yeah. And eating ice cream, that one.
All of them are bad.
Thick.
All of them are bad. Well, that's so cute. We're so excited for you.
Thank you.
Are you going to like when are you going to like bring him here?
Well, so this is the complicated thing. It's a long distance relationship because he like, if you guys know anything about baseball season, it is long as hell. They play like 160 games or something. They play 6 times a week. So he cannot travel during season. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
So you go to him.
Yeah. So I've been going to him. Which I don't mind. Like we worked out a little system. It works good, works well. And yeah, but he'll be done beginning of September. And so then he'll come back to Texas off season. So I'm hoping like he'll probably bounce between Austin and Fort Worth. Yeah. But I'm excited to like actually spend
cozy holidays.
Yeah.
I'll be massive by then.
Yeah, you will.
I'll be big old juicy girl. Giving birth. Okay. I like don't know what I'm gonna do for Thanksgiving or Christmas because Thanksgiving I'm gonna be ginorm. I haven't said my due date by the way.
Like, okay.
I'm not.
That's
I don't really.
Close.
It's very close to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
And then Christmas I'll be in the trenches.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna like stay put. You know.
Just stay here and like do something casual. And if like family want to come in,
I don't think I'm hosting.
Oh, you're not.
It just feels like a lot. Like imagine you're like hosting and trying to entertain people and you have like a fresh baby.
Well, I was going to say if you did host for one, I would host for Thanksgiving. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, yes, you'll be pregnant still, but like
That's true. Today's episode is brought to you by Dream Recovery, the ultimate brand for optimizing your rest and recovery. As someone who is all about creating balance in life, I know how much good sleep transforms your mind, body, and spirit, and Dream Recovery takes it to the next level. Dream Recovery's innovative products are designed to help you wake up feeling like your best self. Whether it's their Dream Strips to help you breathe better and sleep deeper, or their luxurious Dream Tape Plus infused with anti-aging skincare to promote nasal breathing and glowing skin, this brand is all about helping you feel refreshed, restored, and ready to conquer the day. Along with those products, I love their silk pillowcases designed to help you keep cool while providing amazing benefits for our skin and hair. I love that Dream Recovery's mission is rooted in the idea of awakening our full potential, because when we sleep better, we do better. Whether you're an athlete, a busy parent, or just someone trying to prioritize wellness, Dream Recovery has the tools you need to level up your game. Ready to transform your nights? Visit dreamrecovery.io and use the code PURSUIT15 at checkout for an exclusive discount. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Maui Nui offers the only 100% wild harvested meat that's completely stress-free and responsibly sourced. These animals are 100% wild, free to roam and choose their own diet. They're also destructive to the environment. Their mission at Maui Nui is to balance axis deer populations by being the only operation to wild harvest these animals in a way that benefits our environment, communities, and food system. I love recommending this to you guys because it is seriously the best, healthiest red meat you will have. It is 100% wild harvested and stress-free, and it delivers the highest quality protein with the least amount of calories, up to 53% more protein per calorie than grass-fed beef. Their sugar-free peppered stick packs have 10 grams of protein and just 55 calories. Plus, they taste amazing. It really isn't gamey at all. I was nervous at first, but I absolutely love them. It's convenient. They're delivered directly to your door. Best snack for on the go. I know so many of us are looking for high protein snacks, and this is perfect to throw in your bag and bring while traveling, etc. Maui Nui is trusted and loved by Dr. Andrew Huberman, Tim Ferriss, Dr. Peter Attia, and Gabby Reese. Maui Nui offers the only 100% wild harvested meat that's completely stress-free and responsibly sourced. It's perfect for anyone looking to elevate their meals with delicious, high-quality protein. Maui Nui is offering Pursuit listeners a limited collection of my favorite cuts and products, but supply is limited by the nature of their work, so don't wait. Head to mauinuivenison.com/pow to secure your access now. Again, that's mauinuivenison.com/pow, MAUINUI venison.com/pow. This episode of Pursuit of Wellness is brought to you by Wildgrain. Wildgrain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, pastries, and pastas. I am personally such a big fan of the sourdough and the croissants. They are fully customizable to your taste and dietary restrictions. In addition to their classic variety box, they recently launched a new gluten-free box and a plant-based box that's 100% vegan. Best of all, they take the hassle out of baking since all the items are baked from frozen in 25 minutes or less with no mess up or cleanup. The croissants are so freaking good. You bake them fresh and you can pretty much fool everyone that you made these with your own bare hands. It's so fun to have in the freezer, especially when you have guests. It makes things so easy, and having a warm baked good is just the best, and having it ready to go in under 25 minutes is amazing. It will make your day and weeks so much easier. Are you ready to bring all your favorite carbs right to your doorstep? Be sure to check out Wildgrain so you can begin building your own box of artisanal breads, pastas, and pastries. For a limited time, Wildgrain is offering our listeners $30 off the first box, plus free croissants in every box. When you go to wildgrain.com/pow to start your subscription, you heard me, free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/pow. That is wildgrain.com/pow, or you can use promo code POW at checkout. I got to see him yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I want to hear all about.
It was really cute.
Boy.
It's like nice getting to the point, and people who have been through like IVF and stuff will get it. But like my appointments all used to be so scary. It was just like praying that he was still there, like
heartbeat,
hope everything's okay.
Stuff,
and even now, like I do have thoughts where I'm like, I really hope he's still in there. But I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But like I don't really have many symptoms. I feel great. So I'm like, I pray that I'm still pregnant. And then when they do, so now I do over the belly.
Oh, the
I've
ultrasound.
graduated from the vaginas.
Up the cooch.
Up the cooch. That's a good transition for later. So we did over the belly, and he's just in there like chilling.
You don't feel him yet, right?
No.
He's too small.
And I found out I have, well, actually in the next week I would start feeling like little butterfly, but I have an anterior placenta, which means it's in the front. I found that out. So it is harder to feel because it's like a cushion between.
It's between the baby and you.
Yeah, but you'll still feel it at some point.
Where is it usually? Up higher? And then the baby's head's down there?
Yes. Actually, remember at the beginning how my placenta was blocking my cervix?
Yes.
They thought I had placenta previa, which means you'd need a C-section. It actually already drifted. Because it drifted away.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're pregnant, like through the 9 months, the baby's like flipping and moving and stuff. It's just at the end that the baby's like head down, or like should be head down by then.
Ideally.
Okay.
He was head down yesterday, but he's always just like doing backflips and stuff. Like he's insane.
Oh my gosh.
He's insane. Like every time I see him, he's going crazy.
Childbirth is just like so insane to me.
And I could see his brain. I could see the ventricles or whatever of his brain. I could see his whole rib cage. He has elbows and knees. And a pee-pee.
They go out of no context. Mark goes, I saw his pee-pee. I'm like,
who?
Greg? I was like, I hope so.
It was like really small and cute. It's so weird. Don't
say that.
I have like a penis in me. Isn't that weird?
Sorry.
It's so weird. It's so bizarre.
Save that for when your child's grown and your mom's like, it was so small and tiny.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, stop. It's just so weird that I just still can't get over that it's a boy. Like
that is. I just can't, like, the fact that even we grow babies in our
I'll never get over it.
Blows my mind.
I'll never get over it.
It's the craziest. It's the coolest thing ever.
Also, they said he's in the 64th percentile, which is like pretty normal, but his belly circumference is in the 75th percentile.
What?
He got a big belly.
I love when babies have big bellies. You know, when they have after they're milky and they're just like
yeah, it's so cute. And even on the ultrasound, it's like a little round light. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh,
it's so cute. But I feel really relieved. I like wanted to see him before I went to Europe because obviously.
Are you happy you can like say it's a boy now?
Yeah, so nice. It actually still like I'm like, oh yeah, I can say it's a boy.
I knew Mari found out.
Yeah.
And so I was nearby her house.
This was a while ago.
This was like months ago. Yeah. I forget why. Maybe we were texting or something. I don't know. I knew you knew at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, because you and Greg had done your reveal
Private reveal.
Together, and so I knew she knew. And I was like nearby doing. I think I was doing like a showing or something in the neighborhood, and so I popped by, and I was just like chatting it up with her, and she was like and I was like and she's like, I knew you were here to get that.
Yeah, but I'm so bad. Like I cannot keep a secret. Well, I can keep other people's secrets, but
when you have exciting news to share, you just want to share.
No,
yeah,
I went about that. Like literally half of the people at my little gender reveal knew already.
I know. We've been talking for like 30 minutes though, and she didn't tell me. She didn't say it. She's like, I want it to be a surprise. I want to get your reaction. And then she accidentally said he. And
no, I was like, so sad.
I was like, oh, pretend.
Because I did a little intimate gender reveal for my friends, and I knew I wanted Fee to be the one. So I got all these cupcakes, and only one of them had blue on the inside. I actually haven't even posted about it. I need to make a video about it. So cute. And I knew I wanted Fee to be the one to bite the cupcake, and I wanted you to be genuinely surprised, and I bleeped it up.
I feel like I knew though. Really?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I knew.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, like the Blue Jay thing you said, and just
everyone keeps saying that.
And also just the fact that before you even got pregnant, you were so certain you were like gonna have a girl. I feel like that's just like how it works. You know what I mean? So
my whole life, I never even came up with boy names because I was always like, not because it wasn't that I wanted a girl. I actually was so open to either.
Yeah.
But because Greg's like a bodybuilder and most bodybuilders have girls, they say like higher testosterone men have whatever the theory is.
Yeah, a lot of other bodybuilders that have had kids recently like all have little girls.
Had girls. So I was like, I'm for sure having a girl. Like it just never.
Also, like he has a sister. I know it comes from the girls, but you have a sister. It's like a lot of female energy. So it is kind of freaking crazy. Wow. I can't wait.
I know.
Auntie Fee. I'm so excited, you guys. Like, little baby clothes.
A lot of people, oh my God, I ordered the cutest. It's actually, I'll just say it, my most ridiculous purchase. Greg's so mad at
Oh
me.
my God. What is it?
A Montclair
Mari.
teddy onesie with ears, and it's fuzzy.
Oh, for the wintertime.
Yes, he's going to be cold in the stroller. Yeah. Greg was like, he's going to throw up all over it. And I was like, yeah.
He's going to shit on it.
Shit on it.
He's going
But he's going to flex on him with his Montclair. He's like, period.
Oh my God, speaking of throwing up, like my friend's baby that I hang out with all the time now in North
Taylor's
Carolina.
baby?
Oh my God, yes, Taylor's. She spits up on, like I stay being spit up on because I love like giving her the bottle and then like playing with her. And Taylor's like, she's going to throw up on you. I'm like holding her. I'm like, no, she's not. Like literally like all
Stop.
over me.
Is it just like projectile?
Yeah. But it's just like, it stinks. It's like formula, like milky smell.
Yeah,
But it's honestly like still cute. Like she's thrown up on me numerous times and I'm like,
I've told you about my formula spiral, right?
yeah, I know.
I mean,
Formulas are.
I'm sure it's controversial.
tough.
I've actually never really talked about it on here. But I went on like a full formula spiral with Greg the other day because we were researching and I thought like, oh, the European ones are great. And then I looked at the ingredients of the European ones and even they are sus. Like it's so crazy. I want to have like a formula expert on the show because like, you know, I don't have a baby yet. And also I think women should do whatever. Yeah. Like if you can't breastfeed, like whatever, what do they say? Fed is better.
I was just going to say, yeah. At the end of the day, like a baby being fed is what matters.
Yes.
Like formula, like yes, it would be nice to have one that you know has like clean ingredients and doesn't, you know, isn't full of crap. But at the end of the day, it's like
zero judgment.
You just need your baby to
zero
be fed
judgment. I'm just very into this topic and I think it's very interesting. So I was going on a spiral and I was talking to Alison Evans, the founder of Branch Basics. Like I got her on the phone and I'm asking her all these questions. And really all the formulas out there are kind of sus because the FDA in America requires infant formula to have vegetable oil in it to like
probably like shelf safety, like
shelf stable. You can't put like tallow or cream because it's not shelf stable. Yeah, but also I found out the reason that they do that in the US and even in Europe is because they're trying to closely mimic the average mother's diet to mimic the breast milk, and the average mother's diet they eat a lot of seed oils.
That's interesting.
Isn't that nuts?
So I mean, in a way, like I get that because they want it to be as similar they can. Like if you're breastfeeding and the mother's, you know, consuming seed oils, like that would be in that too.
There's a brand called Serenity Kids, which is technically for toddlers.
Okay,
but you can give it to an infant, but the FDA says you have to say it's for toddlers because they don't put seed oils in it.
Interesting.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was just on this spiral and I still haven't figured out. I mean, I'm hoping to breastfeed, but also I want to have a formula to supplement with just in case. But
there's so many weird like baby things. I was telling Mari this. You can't give a baby water till they're like 6 months, maybe even like 6 months or something. But like their formulas like powder and water.
Made with water. Nuts.
Make it make sense.
I love Function because it's the only health platform that gives you access to the kind of data most people never see and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers from heart and hormone to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans all tracked in one secure place. Welcome to the new normal in health, not the outdated version you grew up with. A normal skincare routine 20 years ago was a bar of soap, apricot scrub, now a 5-step process of serums, actives, slugging, red light masks. Over that time, taxis became rideshares, TVs became streaming. Normal has changed, and your normal annual labs are 20 basic markers, no hormones, no inflammation, no metabolic insight. And if those limited tests come back within range, you're told you're fine. Function is what happens when healthcare catches up. The summer grind has been real, the sun's up longer, sleep shorter, and social pressure is non-stop, and it seems like everyone's burning out. It's really important to test everything to keep you healthy and ready to go. You can test testosterone and DHAS, linked to libido and fertility, cortisol, which involves stress, inflammation, and immunity, and metabolism, vitamin D and magnesium, which is a key to musculoskeletal and immune system. I know going through my own acne journey and fertility journey, testing is so important to find out what's really going on beneath the surface. And I love that Function tests for so many different things. Hormones, metabolism, inflammation, heart, liver, hormones, and more. These things are so important. Learn more and join using my link. The first 1,000 get an $100 credit towards their membership. Visit www.functionhealth.com/POW or use gift code POW at sign up to own your own health. Build on a hobby or establish a global empire. The entrepreneurial path is never linear. It can be as simple as a side hustle or a multi-million-dollar fundraiser, but you can always trust Shopify will have your back at any stage. I personally have really tested this out for myself. As you guys know, I started my business back in 2017. I sold $5 PDF workout guides, and Shopify is the platform I used for my small business. Now we run and operate Bloom on Shopify, which is obviously much larger than I could have ever imagined, and they have helped us every step of the way. Shopify is a powerful set of tools that helps you start and manage your business, whether online or in person. It's designed to make life easier for entrepreneurs from beginning to big brands by providing tools that simplify selling. With Shopify, you can easily sell on social media, which has been a huge part of my career, manage your operations, and even collaborate with other brands. Shopify is your all-in-one hub for managing and growing your business, whether you're selling online or in person. Think of Shopify as a toolkit for entrepreneurs, equipped with everything you need to launch and scale your business effortlessly. I always recommend when people are starting a business to start with Shopify. It really makes it so easy to customize the look you want for your website, the process you want, and sell easily on social media, which is where most people are shopping now. Whether it's a side hustle or a storefront, with Shopify, you can sell anywhere. So if you're ready to build your own empire, whether it's merch, products, or the next best idea, get on shopify.com/Mari, M-A-R-I, and make it happen. That's shopify.com/Mari. I'm so excited for you guys to start your journey. We should talk about your recent medical emergency.
Oh, yes. It had to do with my vagina. So
all to do with the vagina, which is a nice segue.
Yeah.
See what we did there? The transition. We actually kind of jumped backwards, but it's fine.
That's okay.
Girls, listen up.
Yes. I know this is a PSA, and it is
PSA, pussy PSA.
Pussy PSA. Literally. This is like pussy PSA. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start with this. And okay, this is like a health wellness show. So like we're going to be, if the female anatomy makes you uncomfortable, if intimacy makes you uncomfortable,
skip this section.
Exactly. But
no, everyone's probably so curious right now.
This is crazy. Okay, little anatomy. Women have glands down there near your cooch called Bartholin glands. They are what secrete liquid to moisten the area. I don't know why I use that word. Lubricate the area.
What is the liquid?
It's like wetness.
I don't know. Yeah, but like
I don't know. Okay,
wetness.
I haven't gotten that far.
Okay, well we're not scientists, so
mucus. I was saying moist. I'm like, I said moist. Okay, whatever. It is like these glands down there that when you are intimate with someone, it secretes
mucus
to keep the air, yeah. Okay, we know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And sometimes those glands can get backed up or like I don't even quite understand, but the glands can get clogged basically, and you can develop a cyst. So Bartholin, I don't know if it's Bartholin or Bartholin, whatever. Bartholin cysts, you can get cysts down there. And I've had one actually like a couple years ago when I lived in LA, and I felt like it was from, and this is a thing, you can get it from like spinning, and I cycle.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like,
a lot of
sounds
pressure.
weird, but like you're like rubbing the seat and you're standing up and you're sitting down. Yeah. And you're sweaty and you're in tight pants. And it's just known to like aggravate that area. So I got one when I lived in LA a couple years ago and went to the gyno. He like drained it with a syringe or whatever. And that was that. And it went away and it was all fine and dandy. And since then, like, I kind of noticed it here and there, but nothing like debilitating. Like I was fine. Or if anything, I would like take a bath and it would go away. Like nothing ever really got crazy until a few weeks ago. I had just left seeing my boyfriend for the week. And like I said, we do long distance. So we don't see each other for like 6 weeks. And then we're together for like a week. So,
do what you will with that information.
Yeah, we were, having a great time together. And I noticed after I was leaving that like I kind of had a cyst forming down there. And I was like, okay, that's weird. It didn't hurt or anything at this time. So I was like.
And you used a new product.
Okay, yes. I did introduce I'm not going to name any names, but there is a coconut oil based lube brand that like says it's like a clean, like all natural.
If you listen to other podcasts, you probably heard of it.
Yeah, you've probably heard of it. Like technically it's like a clean ingredient one because it's coconut oil and all that stuff, but coconut oil is very pore clogging, you guys. Like,
yeah,
that's like people, you can't use it on your face if you like have acne. Like, and so again, I'm not saying this is what caused it, but like that is the only thing that was introduced in the last couple months that could have,
I would say, it had
affected
a large impact.
Whatever. I think I also, another TMI, I get sugared down there instead of, it's not like waxing, it's sugaring, which like I also read that excessive grooming down there can aggravate the skin and stuff. So like it could have been a combination of things. But so I leave. I get back home to Austin and I kind of notice it's getting bigger and like it hurts. Like it starts to hurt.
Like a zit size?
No, like a golf ball.
Period. Okay.
But like a large grape.
Like under the skin?
Yes, in my labia.
Insane.
Like it's like in the side. Actually, it's not even there. It's like down lower because the glands are kind of at the bottom of your vagina. And yeah, like started to get bigger and it was probably the size of like a grape. And like you feel that, like, ow, like that's, and it started to ache like really bad. So actually at this point it hadn't hurt that bad. So I make a emergency appointment with my gyno. I go in, she checks me out. She's like, yep, it's a, Bartholin cyst. She's like, she's like, it's actually not that bad that I can like do anything about it today. She was like, I've seen ones the size of grapefruits or baseballs. I go,
how?
I'm
That's like this.
Yeah. Some people have like, so this is the thing, they're like chronic, whatever. So she was just like, it's not severe enough. She was like, it's not impressive enough.
Okay.
I was like,
you're like, sorry?
I'll take it. Yeah. I was like, sorry, my cooch is not impressive to you. But so she gives me an antibiotic and is like, do sitz baths where you just like sit in like warm water to like kind of with like Epsom salt.
Yeah.
So I take the antibiotics, I do that. This shit just gets worse. Like within a couple days, I am like in excruciating pain. And I now have one on the other side that has formed as well.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yes, I had both sides. My coochie did not look like my coochie. It was so traumatizing.
Could you see it?
Yeah.
No, with a mirror, just like
everything down there was just not how it's supposed to look.
Oh God,
it was swollen.
I didn't know you got a second one.
I could not walk.
Yeah, we had plans to work out.
No, I literally
was like, I'm gonna have to sit this out.
I couldn't walk. I couldn't stand up. Like it's so TMI, you guys. But like the pressure that was down there.
Yeah.
Because they want to pop.
Jeez.
No, it was so painful. Later that week, I'm calling the guy. I'm like, they're like, we have no appointments and we're closed on the weekends. I'm like, this was like one of the most painful things probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. So that weekend I was bedridden. I quite literally stayed in bed the entire weekend. I just took baths and stayed in bed and took ibuprofen. Oh my God, like walking my dog. I was crying. I was literally crying. It hurt so bad. So finally Monday morning, I text one of my friends and I'm like, can you take me to the emergency room? Well, I tried to go to the gyno. They're like, we still don't have any openings. And I'm like, I'm done.
The gynos are all so booked.
Done. They're so booked.
It's crazy.
Like, I get it because like a lot of them see
pregnant people.
Yeah, which like they have certain timelines. Like I totally get it. But I was like, F this. But then I'm reading on Reddit and like all online about going to the ER with these cysts and they're like, they are not sensitive. Like they just slice that shit up, whatever. I was terrified. I was like, I feel like I should go to a professional. Like, I mean, they are professionals, but I was like, I feel like I should go to a
vagina specialist.
Yeah, a coochie doctor. But I was in so much pain at this point. I was like, I'm over it. So
yeah, my
friend drops me at the ER. I'm like literally there by myself. I like waddle in to the front desk. I'm like in tears at the front desk and I'm like checking in. And the girl goes, I like tell her what's going on. And she's like, okay, you can take a seat. She's like, actually, I couldn't even sit.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you even sit?
I couldn't even sit. Like in the car. Oh my God, it's so painful. I felt like I had balls. I looked like I had testicles. No. I'm not kidding.
Were you like sitting like this?
Mari, I was literally like,
stop.
Like, oh, it hurts so bad.
Thank you for joining us on the Pursuit of Wellness podcast. To support this show, please rate and review and share with your loved ones. If you want to be reminded of new episodes, click the subscribe button on your preferred podcast or video player. You can sign up for my newsletter to receive my favorites at marilewellen.com. It will be linked in the show notes. This podcast is a Pursuit Network production, brought to you by Michaela Phillips, Joel Contartese, Daviel Waldner, Jen Lauren, and Mackenzie Mizell. You can also watch the full video of each episode on our YouTube channel at Pursuit of Wellness Podcast. Love you, Power Girls and Power Boys. I will see you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team.